Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I'm Jason. As always, I got my co-host Zack Partridge in the house. What up, dog?
Muscles don't win fights.
Muscles do not win fights. Hey,
Ugh.
we just came from a cool little self-defense little seminar with some kids over at the Sandy Club. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, man. Like, I'll be honest. Like, little room moment. Like, I've been having like a rough day or two. Just like nothing like particular. Just like kind of just some negative headspace. Like we all kind of go through ruts and stuff,
of course.
Right? And that was really fun.
Yeah,
like
the kids.
Best advice ever. If you're ever in a rough headspace, go do something nice for somebody else, and it usually helps because they were so stoked.
Oh, they were so happy. Jane was like, "You guys have no." She's like, "The kids are so excited that you guys are here." So we've been a little backstory. We connected with these guys a few months ago, and we tried to get some kids to come watch some fights and get them involved. Blah blah blah. They're younger kids. They don't know who we are. Well, they got to meet us today. They thought you were cool. They wanted to know when you were going to fight. Apparently, you have a bunch of kid fans. They're all your fans, dude. That was awesome. And best part about it is there's a connection with one of our local fighters. Samson Famabot used to go to the Sandy Club when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool experience, man.
It was cool. We'll be back. We'll go back.
Yeah, we definitely got to go back. We have a couple names in mind that we want to bring with us next time that I think would be awesome.
So I just made a TikTok about it.
You're getting popular on TikTok, dude. What's going on with that?
Oh, just you know me. I just get angry and get on there and yell at people.
Dude, it's awesome.
So here's the thing. I talked about how it's kind of messed up what the UFC is doing to Nate Diaz.
Dude, everybody is. Even the fighters are like, bro.
So let me back off that a little bit.
Okay.
Let me back off that a little bit.
Okay.
One, Nate signed the contract.
Oh, 100%. You didn't think he'd say no.
He didn't care. One.
No.
Two, he probably thinks he's going to win, which that's whatever. You're a fighter. You think he's going to win. Like, I don't think he's going to win. But three, here's the other thing. Do you know how much money he's going to make? They're saying they're saying this is going to be the main event over the title fight on UFC 279.
What? Wow.
5 rounds.
Okay,
that was Nate's stipulation. He goes, "You want me to take a fight? Main event on a pay-per-view card." So,
all right.
So you realize he's going to get pay-per-view points for this. Probably, it's probably built into his contract. I am making a little bit of an assumption there, but I do believe that Nate Diaz, he's on the Jorge Masvidal contract where title holder or not, he gets pay-per-view points.
Yeah,
you're one of the few. Nate, Conor, Jorge. I think Izzy, if he somehow lost the title, would still get pay-per-view points.
Yeah.
I'm just confirming something, bro. Yeah, it's currently the main event for 279.
Who's the title fight? What's the title fight?
I'm sorry. They moved Aljamain Sterling and TJ to UFC 280.
Yeah. So
they moved it so that this could be the main event.
That's crazy.
That just hit me. I mean, that's why they moved it, is because this had to be the main event, and they couldn't put this as the main event over a title fight. So they moved it off.
So the UFC is doing. They're doing Diaz a solid.
Okay. No. Well, I believe it was in his contract. So if you're okay, Nate's gonna make probably $12 to $15 million. Okay,
not bad. Not a bad fight night.
Guess who else fights at 170?
Who?
Me. Guess who would fight Khamzat Chimaev for $12 to $15 million? Me.
Oh,
you can't feel that bad for the guy.
No,
he's gonna be dude. He's not gonna die. He's not. There's a 0% chance he has his worst MMA. Or I can't say 0%, but I mean, what are the odds that he actually gets severely hurt, worse than he has before in this fight?
And like you said earlier, like we talked about last week, don't sleep on Nate pushing the pace on this kid
No!
and trying to tire him out. I don't, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but there's a chance. There's a chance. It's a fight.
Nate is he's got a granite chin, right?
Yeah, he get knocked out.
He is slick on the ground. Like Hamzat might not want to go to the ground with him. He didn't really want to with Gilbert Burns.
He might with Nate.
And Nate's big. That's the other thing. Nate's not the scrawny little dude that made 155 4 times in 6 weeks on The Ultimate Fighter on Tough 5. Like he's not a little 155er. He's big. What if Hamza puts a pace on him, isn't patient enough, blows his wad, doesn't finish him? Yeah. And I mean, there are paths to victory, more than one for Nate Diaz in this fight.
Yeah, there really is. Like everybody thinks Hamzat's going to steamroll him, and he might.
He might. He probably will.
What other fight could Nate have gotten outside of Conor McGregor? That probably would have been a bigger fight. But outside of Conor McGregor, what other fight would have been a main event worthy fight?
The only other one is the Jorge rematch, but this is a way better fight than that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from a dollars and cents standpoint, I guess Jorge Conor, but this is probably the biggest fight that he could get.
I gotta agree.
I don't know. I'm just saying,
I'm kind of rooting for him.
Kind of rooting for him. Too bad. He's gonna get a nice fat check on the way out. Don't feel too bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna be cheering for him.
Oh, I'm cheering for him. How great, dude!
And I never do. I never cheer for Nate.
Huh?
I never cheer for Nate. It drives me crazy. But I am this fight.
It would be the most Nate Diaz thing ever. It would be the most Nate Diaz thing ever to be like, F you, F the UFC, Conor McGregor, suck my, and just stick it to him, and then on the way out, just end the hype train of their next biggest star. And be like, look, Jake Paul, I'm coming for you, MFer.
Dana would be just fuming if that happened. Fuming.
I'm with Bilal Muhammad. I'm cheering for Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz. Just ruin everything.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
I don't know. That was my take of the day.
What else? Well, we had a UFC London card, which was pretty underwhelming, which you said, don't expect this to be a barn burner because we've been spoiled. We get spoiled as MMA fans. The last couple of weeks, we've been extremely spoiled. And we got a little lackluster, first 4 fights, I'll go to the decision. You're kind of like, eh.
Here's the thing. I really thought I nailed it with Claudio Silva. He looked great in the first round.
He gassed. You text me too, and you're like, Claudio Silva's mauling him, and he's like,
dude, he mauled him in the first round. I'm like, dude, he's wrestling. He's got this. He gassed.
Dude, we were 0 for 1 that one. I'm 0 for 2 now because I picked Bohm to win that one.
Yeah, me too.
We both picked Jai Herbert, but Kyle Nelson was in that fight.
Oh yeah,
he was 100% in that fight. He could have won that fight. He looked good.
Yeah, but Jai got it done. Good for him.
Makayev is a problem. Makayev is a problem.
Did you see him call out Patty and said that he would even drop down to 145 and fight Patty at 155 and he'd still maul him? That's a good call out. Be like, I will come in a whole weight class smaller than you and still maul you. How about that?
He's a problem. Watch out for that kid.
Hey, you know what? If you're Charles Johnson, little moral victory, you didn't get finished.
No, yeah. They used to train together at Tiger Muay Thai.
Good job.
What else do we have?
Jonathan Pierce. I got that one right. Jonathan Pierce. I got that one right.
That one. Nathaniel Wood.
Nathan Wood mauled Charles Rosa. He beat up Rosa pretty bad. Rosa's so tough, though. I got to give him credit for just being tough.
Oh, those leg kicks were. He was sitting him down with those leg kicks. What's a problem at 145?
Wood's a problem. It's coming up. He's coming up.
Who do we got? Mark
I told you he uses wrestling. He's become a well-rounded mixed martial artist. He used to just be the flashy striker, and now he can wrestle.
Now he can wrestle. Yeah.
He uses his striking, sets up takedown, and then just kind of controls people. And like at some point, though, to be relevant, he's going to start going back to need to try and knock some people out.
Yeah. Mason Jones didn't get it done. He was one that was favored pretty big, wasn't he? Wasn't he favored pretty big in that fight?
Huge. How did Klein beat Mason Jones but lose to Nate Landwehr? That makes me so bad.
I do not know.
Let's do Mason Jones versus Nate Landwehr now.
Our boy Paul Craig let us down.
Dude, it was like, you know what? I almost felt like Paul Craig was like just feeling his own hype a little too much. Like he was like pulling him down into his guard and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like,
good fight for Ozdemir.
Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Dude, just fight. Like, just fight. And he was like, I don't know. I thought he was trying to be a little cute with it and lost.
Yeah.
I mean, Ozdemir didn't exactly like blow my socks off with an outstanding performance or anything.
Molly McCain, man. Meatball Molly McCain. Hey, we were talking about before we went live.
Huh?
We were talking about before we went live. She's fun.
I can get behind her. Dude, her accent kills me. Like how thick it is.
When she talked about, did you see where she was calling out Drake, saying she want the watch, the Rolex? We want the Rollie. Because Drake parlayed her and Patty for like $1 million. He put like, I can't remember, $100,000, $1 million, whatever.
No, I sent it to you. To you, remember? Because I was like, oh, Patty's going to lose.
Yeah. And he freaking parlayed and won. So they both got on they did, I don't know if it was a TikTok or just a video when they were, we want a Rolex. And he said he was going to give them both one.
Sick. Dude, they're all right together. Did you see the video that Chris Curtis posted of him and her? And she was still drunk the next morning?
She was still drunk.
He's like, how are you still alive?
Oh, man. Dude, she was taking shots. Did you see who she took? Chandler and Joanna. She took a shot of the Hollerhead after her fight.
Dude, she's fun, man. Like,
I love it.
She might be like, I mean, we're going to talk about it with Patty and stuff, but Molly might be, she might be the superstar future of women's MMA. I don't know if she's ever going to be champion at 125. Probably not because Valentina's there. But she is so freaking fun. Yeah, she brings an awesome energy. See, there's something about Patty that like rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
She's funny. I'm a fan. I'm all in.
She's like a dude. She's just a dude trapped in a guy's body or a woman's body.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. I actually picked Goldie. I thought maybe Goldie might. Yeah, I was dead wrong on that one.
Dude, what with that spinning elbow again? You gotta watch out for that. Hey, heads up, she's looking for it.
I think my bucket list is I want to go to a UFC at the O2 Arena in London. Dude, that place was going nuts.
Dude,
that place was when her and Patty walked. That place was electric.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Yeah,
you can't do your first trip to Europe without our wives.
Business, man.
I can't.
Business.
I can't.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could bring them. We could just send them shopping or something.
I think I think they would like going to the dough too.
Oh, I know Cherie would. Yeah,
be rocking.
That'd be fun. List. All right, who do we have next? Nikita Krylov against Gus Gustafson.
We said that. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but
he came out guns a-blazing.
It's Gus. It's time.
Even DC's. Did you see DC's?
Yeah, dude.
Instagram?
DC was fair about it. It's harsh, but it's here's how I see it. We talk about like the moment, the Joe Rogan, Brendan Schaub thing that kind of got that's blown up, right? You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Where basically Rogan was like, when Rogan's like, there's levels to this, and like you kind of hit your peak, dude.
Yeah.
No. And it was like, and once you've hit your peak, it's like, well, what are you doing then?
Yeah.
Like, what are you really doing? dude, Gus is a Hall of Famer, right? He's a no-brainer,
Sure.
right? For a Hall
Oh,
of
yeah.
Fame.
I think so. Yeah.
I think you could, like I said it on last week, Thursday night. I legitimately think you could make an argument that Gus, I mean, he has two different judges against DC and Jon Jones on those nights. He might be the greatest light heavyweight of all time.
If he gets those decisions, he's there. He's right there.
He's right there, and he might still be at his peak. That Gustafson still might be the third greatest light heavyweight of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
And when you're getting knocked out by Krylov, like the way that he was, it's just like you could just see like it's done. There's no one more run at the belt. It's done, dude. Let's just be UFC Hall of Famer, great ambassador for the UFC and MMA in Europe and Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
I like Gus. He's actually one of my all-time favorites. Like I've always really liked him.
What about Mason? What up, dog?
Oh, Mason, dog.
Then our boy Patty comes in and brings the house down. That was
so.
Hey,
I would like
you were heavy on Jordan. I'm not going to brag about my pick because I wasn't like 100% sure. I just had a feeling like I'm not going to brag about it.
I would just like to say this.
Yeah.
I would just like to say this. I think to an extent we were both right.
Yeah. I agree.
I still think that Jordan is the better grappler. And he showed it in the first round.
I think
because the turning point was Patty landing a beautiful knee in the clinch that hurt Jordan. And Jordan said in his Facebook post, he was fine, and then all of a sudden he was on his back with his arm trapped.
Yeah.
And that's when he came to.
We were practicing that last week in jiu-jitsu too.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I actually still think that Jordan Levitt, I'm going to be stubborn on that. I still think he's the better grappler, and he showed that. But Patty, it was super nasty. They talk about it. It's the it factor, and there's no denying that Patty has he has a knack for the spectacular. He has a knack for the big moment, and he delivers. I think that was a very impressive performance. I think that it was I think that was his first real test, and he passed with flying colors. I do not believe that he'll ever be a UFC lightweight champion. I don't even think he, like, I'm looking at the other guys that, like, you look at his record, right? What's Patty's record?
He's not beating a Sarukian or a Gamrot.
He's not beating Sarukian. He's not sniffing Gamrot. Gamrot ragdolls him, right? Yeah. But he's fun. He's got a good energy. Let's see what happens when he takes an L. That's what I'm curious about now.
Did he win you over with his post-fight speech?
Yeah, that was great.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
He just does things that rubs me and others the wrong way, but at the same time too, he does things that are very genuine.
Yeah.
And I'll always have a level of respect for people that are themselves.
Yeah.
I think he's a goofy dude and not maybe my cup of tea. But I definitely respect him because, like, the way he goes after Zuckerberg cracks me up, right? And the way he like what he does with that stuff. I'm not a fan, but I can. I get it.
Did you like his twerk after?
That was funny. No, he teabagged him.
Yeah, he teabagged him like the Call of Duty teabag.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah. But it was cool. Him and Jordan, they even hugged. They give each other.
Oh yeah, right after. Yeah, right after. Yeah,
that was cool. It wasn't like mean spirited or whatever. I think they had fun with it. For me, that was like the perfect level of like banter and trash talk, but they kept it civil and good respect.
Yeah.
Even at the weigh-ins, like the whole like
Yeah,
Take out his
it
hand
was.
and shake it, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
he
he's just goofy, dude. And Leva,
and
he's the perfect guy for that because he's such a gracious person too.
well, that was my main event because after that we had a pretty lackluster co-main event, and then yeah, Jack Hermanson did what he needed to do.
Got on his track shoes and ran.
Yeah,
He fought smart, dude.
he fought really smart. He fought a really good game plan.
He'd
He'd have been stupid to.
He fought well. I mean, just look what Chris Curtis does when he gets off and when you fight people in his fight, he knocks everybody out.
And for the record, Chris Curtis takes this fight on 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah,
against a top 10, like that's pretty impressive. You're taking on a top 10 middleweight on 2 weeks' notice. Like Chris has shown what he can do, and he's still there. He's still right in the mix, man.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in a fight or two seeing Chris Curtis and Jack Hermanson run it back on a full camp? Do you think the fight goes any different?
I don't know. What else is in there in the middleweight division?
I'm just saying from that matchup, does that fight happen any differently if they're both on a full camp against each other?
I don't think so.
You think that's maybe Chris Curtis's ceiling in the division?
Yeah,
I don't mean that. Maybe top 15, but not top 10.
Yeah, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but I mean, he's 35 years old. He's got a shot late. He's capitalized on it. He's did what he needed to do. It's not like he just got a call up and he's got 3-1 in the UFC now.
Let me.
But I just don't know if he has enough to crack into that top 10. I mean, maybe he beats a guy in the top 15. Brad Tavares. Oh, they train together, don't they? Him and Tavares.
Yeah.
Do they Tavares train down there?
Yeah.
Duplessis, Imavov, Uriah Hall. I mean, he might beat some of those guys.
Duplessis would be fun.
But I don't think
they're supposed to fight once.
I don't think he's beaten anybody in the top 10.
See, I disagree.
You think he's top 10?
I think he could beat Jack Hermanson on a full camp. One thing, because here's what I saw is Jack goes, okay, Chris Curtis is tough. He's durable. He's a vet in the sport. I can't engage in. I'm going to lose on a 2-week notice fight to an unranked guy if I engage in his type of fight. I'm not willing to take that risk. So he came in and fought smart. Jack's kind of a crazy guy usually, though, right?
Yeah, he usually is. Yeah,
he's one, and so I think that's why you saw the frustration at the end from Chris Curtis and the double bird and everything. Is I think Chris was really frustrated because Chris was getting ready for a dog fight because Jack usually gets in dog fights, right? Yeah. And he got frustrated with that. I believe on a full camp, you would see Jack be willing to stand and trade with him a little bit more.
Like, I'd be curious to see.
It's just people. You got to understand. Jack wasn't prepared for a dogfight because Darren Till doesn't really do dogfights. He's more on the outside, bouncy, clean striker, right? So I think stylistically, Jack did 100% the right thing, game plan wise, to make sure he got out there with the win. I think on a full camp, though, I think Jack, and also too, I will add this: Chris Curtis started cutting him off and not chasing him in the third round. If Chris Curtis makes that adjustment in the second round, I think the fight could go different as well.
Yeah,
I'm not going to count him out. I think Chris Curtis, I think he has every bit the ceiling that Jack Hermanson does. That's the level I view him on any given night. I think Chris Curtis could beat him too.
It'll be interesting to see who they match him up with next. That should tell us a lot. Duplessis, fight. Maybe. Imavov?
That was scheduled. Duplessis and him.
Okay. All right. So maybe they run that back. I think he could beat him.
Yeah.
And then our main event, man, we had 2 weeks in a row. We've had the main event end on weird injuries, shoulder injury and a knee injury. And I got to admit, man, for that 15 seconds, Blaydes was sharp, man. He was looking sharp. He was bringing his A game for sure.
Aspinall versus Curtis.
Ooh, that would be a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good fight.
That's a really good fight. Two older guys, kind of been around for a minute. Okay. Sign me up, Mason. Sign me up, baby.
Yeah, I actually, based off the 2 exchanges,
Yeah.
I started feeling really good about my Curtis Blaydes pick because
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, ooh.
I did not think that there was that vast of a speed difference as we thought there was with Tom Aspinall to Curtis Blaydes.
He's improving his hands the last 2 fights now. You can see he's probably been heavily working on it.
I just hope, and I'm almost sure we weren't, but I just hope he doesn't forget he's a wrestler too. I hope he blends it.
So does he get the next shot? Is he getting the winner? Is he getting the
winner
winner of Gain and isn't Gain and Tuivasa fighting? Does he get the winner of that winner and the winner of that gets title shot when Francis comes back?
Probably.
Because Aspinall's probably out, what,
9 months
year?
to a year? 9 months to a year with the injury.
Dude, man, we were just talking about that with my Uber driver when I had to go pick up my car. Yeah, those injuries, man. Like guys like Klay Thompson having back-to-back injuries, tearing his Achilles and ACL back-to-back. Oh.
Is that back-to-back for Aspinall? Is he coming?
No, I'm just saying, just in general, just injuries that.
Okay.
Like,
but
yeah.
No, Aspinall. So he's probably out for a good 6 to 8 months with the injury. Then get back into shape. Fight camp. We might see him in a year.
So much
At
potential.
least he's young.
So we have another. Is this a pay-per-view this weekend coming up? UFC 277. Are you excited about this?
There's a couple fights I'm excited. Moreno and Kaikara France.
I'm excited about. Great. Give me the whole main card. I don't want to sound like a douchebag, but I don't really care about the main event.
Well, you are a douchebag, so
I don't. But give me your main card starting off with Anthony Smith and Magomed Ankalaev. Come on. Pantoja versus Al Perez next. Derek Lewis, Sergey Pavlovich, and then Moreno, Kaikara France. Dude, that main card is stacked. Drew Dober, Rafael Alves in the undercard, Alex Morano, Max Smellenberger. This is a good card.
Ooh, Diamond Blood is back. Or Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond. Orion Koski. Isn't he a Contender Series guy?
Yeah.
I think he's a Contender Series guy. Yep, he is.
Yep. Good call.
Our
boy Matt Smellsberger.
I know. Yeah, I like that. I like that fight. So does Nunez win her title back? Mason just said it. I got to agree with Mason. I think Pena wins again. Or hear me out here. If Nunez comes back motivated, she could win their title back. But I don't think we're going to see that. I think we're just going to see Pena. I think we're going to see Pena win again. Too gritty, too tough. She can take the shots. You good over there?
Yeah. Sorry, I just got a weird.
Did you get a random message?
It's spam.
Dude, I've been getting a lot of those. Have you been getting a lot of those lately? Where people are like, they message you and they're like, oh, hey, so and so, and it's like they're talking to somebody else and they got the wrong number.
Yeah.
So I've messaged a couple of them back. I'm like, oh, you got the wrong number. Oh, you sound really nice. What do you do? And I'm just like, what the crap?
Block.
Yeah. Just
no.
So I give them your number. Here, Zach's number right here.
That's where they're coming from. No. So I think that there's some really interesting fights on this card. Some of the odds seem pretty wild to me.
I haven't even looked at the odds. Let's look at the odds real quick.
Some of the odds seem really wild to me. I think Kaikara France is on a tear, but I still think Brandon Moreno's the best flyweight on the planet.
Dude, Anthony Smith's almost 4-1 dog.
You're higher on Ankalaev than I am, though.
I'm high on him, but I don't think I'm not 4-1. Anthony Smith giving me plus 370, 380, plus 400 for Anthony Smith.
Yeah, dog.
A vet. I mean, that's tempting. I don't know if he wins, but like Anthony Smith said, he's not the boogeyman, dog. He ain't that scary. How do you see Nunez and Pena playing out? Oh, Mason, stop it. He probably does, but
well, here. Like, what is Nunez going to do better?
I think she's lost that spark.
Well, so
she pretty much quit that. We can agree she pretty much quit the last fight, right?
Don't sugarcoat it. She pretty much quit. She quit.
And I'm not. Hey, I haven't been in that position. I probably would have done the same thing. I'm not saying I'm any better because I would have done that probably a long time.
No, it's
way
okay.
way before that.
Call spade a spade. She quit, and here's the thing. Let me equate it to Conor a little bit.
I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
Conor beat people before they even stepped in the cage.
Yep.
I think Amanda Nunez did that for years.
Yeah.
You know, and Pena doesn't care, dude.
Yeah, and there's something to be said.
I think Amanda has more skills than Juliana Pena, but Pena is a dog in there.
How much does Nunez really care right now?
Well,
family, kid, new gym, like
so
that's a lot, man.
I would venture to say this. I would venture to say that she came into her last fight underprepared.
Yeah.
And the fact that she picked up and left American Top Team.
Yeah.
One, that tells me she's not taking any accountability. She's making excuses.
Yep.
Two, I think human nature settles in. She was the top dog for a long time. Eventually, there's a new top dog.
Yep.
And I mean, how many times does a champion lose their title and then in the rematch regain their title and then go on a nice long run again? Like, we all know she's about done.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, but I kind of think she is.
Which is okay. She's
totally fine.
She can go down as the greatest women's
Is she
champion
though?
of all time.
Is she?
As of right now, she is. Who's better?
Valentina.
She pound for pound, I think Valentina is better. But what Valentina going up and losing to Amanda, and Amanda going up and beating Cyborg, I think you have to give her the nod on the all-time women's champion list, though. I think pound for pound, Valentina is better, but Valentina has to go up quite a bit in weight to.
Valentina ain't quitting, dog.
No, you're right.
That sits heavy. That sits heavy with me.
I'm saying as far as careers, when she went up to 145, she was successful. When Valentina went up to 135, she wasn't.
True. Yeah.
I'm saying career,
but
the champion.
But physically, Amanda has this frame to be able to do that. Where Valentina's, she's smaller. She's given up a lot.
Yeah.
Amanda wasn't giving up much with Cyborg, if anything.
Dude, she took 9 months off to change her body.
Yeah.
To make sure she could do that. Another thing that I'm very curious about is it sounds like Valentina is going to go up and challenge the winner of this fight, Amanda or Pena. So if Pena beats Amanda and Pena holds 2 wins over Amanda, but Amanda holds 2 wins over Valentina, but if Valentina beats Pena again, that means Valentina would hold 2 wins over Juliana Pena. Figure that out.
I think if Nunez loses this fight, she's probably done.
Oh, the other thing is I really hated when she talked about how she felt disrespected when Kayla Harrison was getting all the love at American Top Team.
Come on.
It's like, come on. That has like mental midget written all over it to me.
Yep. It just goes to show you how hard it is at that level to stay consistent and to keep your headspace and to keep everything just tip top. Like those guys that are at that elite level, their mindset is it's money. Oh, Carl Sims, man. Hey, that was a great grappling match, Carl. I want to see you and Zack.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Carl Sims and Zack.
How
Carl's
about
a
you
beast.
and Carl? How about
No,
you?
Carl could beat me with one arm tied behind his back.
You guys are closer in age.
He could literally beat me with one arm tied behind his back, and it wouldn't even be close. He could probably beat me with both arms tied behind my back. He'd probably do some kind of leg choke.
He can leg lock you. He can Ashi guard you with both arms.
Terrible Rex. Picking on Zack. What's up, Big Mark? Panda in the house. Does Panda got a fight coming up? Did I see that Panda's getting a fight coming up?
I don't know. He got a new tattoo.
I did see that.
Pretty cool.
I did see that. Hey, are you going to do the grappling tournament? Not this weekend, but next weekend? Grappling Industries?
Probably not.
Why not?
I'm thicker than a Snickers right now, dog. I have to
right.
fight with all the fat boys. Because that's what I am right now.
I got to go, man. My wife's doing her first jiu-jitsu tournament, so I got to go.
It's up in Layton, right?
No, I actually think it's in Sandy, I think.
I thought you said
I thought it was, but I actually think it's close to me.
Gas is too expensive.
Thanks, Carl. We appreciate it, man. Yeah, gas is expensive. That's why I've been doing it here and not driving up there.
And in all seriousness, Carl's great, but
I'd never seen Carl grab before. When I was watching, I'm like, oh man, Carl's intense, man. He is intense.
He's an athlete, dude.
Yeah.
So I try to explain to people, man, like athletes, they're just different, bred different.
We had Steve Seiler over at Sierra last night doing some comp class.
I saw that. Me and Steve in the messaging this morning.
Nice.
Steve.
Nice.
Yeah, if you're looking at a refinance or a home loan. He
said, do not ask him for a fight until next year. And I said, we both know, Steve, that's bullshit. If we ask you for a fight, you would fight tomorrow. He said, it's probably right. You're probably right, but don't tell my wife.
No, I'll do him one better. A certain coach of mine, or a certain coach of his, has told me, if Steve asks you for a fight, you have to clear it with me first, because me and him have an agreement. And I said, okay. So sorry, Steve, but I know your agreement with one of your coaches.
All right. We got some fierce fights coming up in September 24th. We can start. When are we going to drop the card on that? We're going to be getting close, right?
Yeah, I think probably in the next week or so.
Steve wanted to match up against me and I punked out. I highly doubt that, but
dude, I'd actually like to watch those two grapple.
I was watching Steve and Joel grapple last night. He's legit.
Oh, he's no joke.
He's no joke. Yeah.
He's been doing it for a minute. So is Carl. Yeah. I actually think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. A lot of fun watching those guys. What else you got for today? What else is there? Do we miss anything else? What time's your live TikTok tonight that everybody needs to tune into?
8:30.
8:30 tonight. Zack is going to be live on TikTok. You're going viral, dude. You are going viral on TikTok.
You're going viral.
You're blowing up.
I'm the angry old guy. Get off my porch.
Get off my porch.
Just yell at people. Get off my lawn. Oh my gosh. No, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about some hot topics, but yeah, I don't know. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Who should Frankie Edgar fight in his retirement fight? He wants one more fight at UFC 281 in Madison Square Garden. He wants one more fight. Says he'll fight anybody.
Is he fighting at bantamweight or is he fighting at featherweight?
I think he could do both. It's his retirement fight. What's a good fight for him?
I like the Dominic Cruz. He said Dom Cruz. I like Dom Cruz in him.
I feel like it's a boring fight. Here's the thing: Dom Cruz fights aren't super fun. He just kind of outpoints you, and
but I don't want to see him in there with a young killer.
Don't give him Sean O'Malley.
Don't give him Sean O'Malley. No, don't give him Sean O'Malley. I don't.
Joking.
Like
Sean's busy.
Don't give him Umar. I mean, there's really nobody. It's got to be Dom Cruz. Who else are you going to give him in the top 15? That doesn't just absolutely demolish him.
They're not going to. They're going to do Yanez. I feel like they're going to do Yanez. That would be nice.
Really? Don't you think Yanez smokes him too?
Oh, yeah, I think he does. I'm just saying for the UFC, that's a great way to. I don't know. Can we give him? Can he go back up to like 155 and do Frankie Miller or Jim Miller? Haven't they fought like 20 years ago?
Frankie versus Aldo.
Jose Aldo would destroy Frankie right now, unfortunately.
Quit TikTok. Great TikToks, but quit talking about jiu-jitsu. You're still on a straight white belt.
Sam Carl, I'm getting in the truck. I'm coming to Logan right now.
Gassing up the truck, baby.
I'll show you.
I don't know. Who do you like? What fight do you like for him?
I want another. You ready? You ready for the fight?
What?
Retirement fight for both. Uriah Faber versus Frankie Edgar.
All right. I like that. Madison Square Garden.
That would be sick.
No, I think they want to do Faber and Cub is what I thought I heard them talking about.
We talked about that, but who cares? It ain't getting done.
Yeah, isn't Cub is fighting somebody else? Who's Cub fighting?
So let's do Uriah versus Frankie Edgar, Madison Square Garden at 145. WEC Days Throwback Special.
Sign me up. Who did they match Cub up with? Cub just got a fight, and I can't remember. Jonathan Martinez in October.
Oh, man, really?
Yeah.
It's a long way to come on.
Yeah.
You know what, Carl? I'm not gonna play nice, just so you know. I'm just gonna bank on my cardio lasting longer.
Finally, Zack drops knowledge. I like that one. I like it.
I think that's
all right. I like it. Sign me up. Madison Square Garden. Let's do it. Or does it happen in California? Now Raya's on there. Maybe he fights for it to be in California. Give him Madison Square Garden.
MSG.
Yeah, it's big.
Who wouldn't want a retirement fight? I guess Uriah doesn't have to retire, but who wouldn't want to retire in MSG, dude?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I mean, in Mecca.
All right. Should we get out of here till Thursday? Or you got something else?
Jon Jones, Stipe?
Ooh, they said
who should be favored in that fight?
I would say Stipe should be favored in that fight, but it's minus 120, minus 150, maybe. I don't like the layoff for Jones, and he's coming up in weight. Too many unknowns.
For years, he's been putting on bad weight.
I think you got to give a slight edge to Stipe. Is there odds yet on that? Probably not. I know there's future odds. I'm looking. Alex Pereira and Izzy odds. Izzy is a minus 166, a FanDuel, plus 140 for Pereira. If future events, all right, here we go. Conor McGregor is a plus 450 against Kamaru Usman if they ever fought.
Oh.
I don't hate that. Dude, Chimaev would be a minus 155 against Colby. Oh, here you go. Jon Jones, minus 2-1 favorite.
Jon Jones minus 200.
These are just future odds.
The
Nobody's said it yet.
On Stipe Miocic.
John might. I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it. I really can't.
Respect.
I mean, walk around wise, they're pretty close to the same weight, right? Jones walks around. What does Jones walk around at?
I've heard Stipe put on a bunch of weight because he wants the Ngannou rematch and he wants to be bigger for it. He's putting on good weight. He wanted to put on an extra 15 pounds of muscle.
Jones is so long and lanky, man.
Here's the other thing. Here's what I worry about with Stipe. How much is his heart into it now? Because
both of them.
Well, but Stipe's a full-time firefighter now. He
that's right.
Switched from part-time to full-time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I want to see it. Sign me up.
I fear that Jon would win the fight. I would be cheering for Stipe to just sweep Jon Jones.
Francis would only be at minus 220 against Jones.
Oof.
Yeah. Izzy and Jones, if they fought,
coin flip fighting now.
Coin flip.
They're never fighting now. Coin flip?
Pretty much. Yep. That's Izzy slight favorite. Izzy slight favorite -115. Jones -105.
John ragdolls Izzy.
Yeah, I think so too.
John,
how about this?
Izzy.
This is a fight that's potentially going to be probably made soon. Poirier and Chandler. Poirier -175 against Chandler.
That's about right.
I don't hate it.
Give me Chandler. Right.
Give me Chandler. Underdog.
When's the last time Chandler beat somebody in a decision?
That fight ain't going to decision. John would kill Izzy. Carl said, yeah.
John will kill Izzy. John's right.
Yeah, he's too big. Izzy wouldn't fight him.
All that chirping was real fun until Blachowicz laid on Izzy and
he's like, yeah, maybe I'm not ready for 205.
And John would elbow the crap out of Izzy.
Are we going to get Jones and Stipe into the year, right?
UFC 281 is what I'm hearing.
Sign me up, baby.
Sources close to the Damage Plan MMA podcast.
Sources say.
All right, dog.
All right, man. We will see you guys Thursday night. We record on Thursday nights now for our breakdowns because our schedules are super busy and we're all over the place. So reach out to Zack if you need insurance. Reach out to me if you need a new car to get insured. If you want to donate to Be Fierce, Be Kind, help out some of these kids over at the Sandy Club, go to our website, fiercefightingchampionship.com. You know what I was thinking about before we leave? We need to do one. I did not see the Coates fight, but he lost. I saw that he lost a split decision. I missed that, Roman. You know what we need to do, Zack, since we did one in Sandy? We need to come up in your area and do a little thing up there. That's what we should do.
I'm trying to think where we can go.
Is there like a YMCA or a kids club?
I don't know.
Something's got to be up there.
Robbed? Oh no!
I saw a split decision.
Where was the athletic commission, Roman? It's probably Florida.
Yeah, I don't know.
Their athletic commission sucks.
Yeah, but yeah, we should come up there. Get Cole Faust to come up with us. Cole and Joel to come up there.
Some kid asked, he's like, "Can you do a backflip?" No, but Cole does.
Yeah, Coker told him he scored it for Coates. Washington. Oh, it was in Washington. Interesting.
Huh. In his backyard.
Hopefully he gets another fight. I'm sure Roman will get him lined up. Get him a fight. All right. We'll see you guys Thursday night. We out. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.